For sacrum coccyx, we do two APs. We do an AP sacrum and an AP coccyx. So for the AP sacrum, we angle 15 degrees cephalad. For the AP coccyx, we angle 10 degrees caudal. So to remember that, I always say 15 to the nose, 10 to the toes is an easy way to remember which way you angle. So I start with my AP sacrum. I'm going to angle 15 degrees towards the nose. For the sacrum and the coccyx, you're wanting to center 2 inches superior to the symphysis pubis, which is hard to palpate. So what I usually recommend is finding the as-is. You're going to find the as-is, and then you center 2 inches inferior to the as-is at the mid-sagittal plane. That's going to give you proper centering for that. You want to keep a 10 by 12 lengthwise, and you can always double check that you're centered where you need to be by finding the iliac crest and making sure you have light at or just below the iliac crest, which will ensure you have the entire sacrum on there. A trick that I use for my positioning is, usually I put my marker up here for my image. So I would tell my patient to hold their breath. I would take the AP sacrum, and then I would take my marker and I put the bottom of my marker at my central ray line. Then what I'm going to do is change my angle for the AP coccyx. I'm going to go 10 degrees towards the toes. Realign my tube and bucky. And then I'm still going to center 2 inches inferior to the as-is, but now I just realigned the bottom of my marker and my central ray line. I don't have to re-find the as-is and go 2 inches below it. And then I'm just going to bring my marker in and collimate down, because the coccyx is only the size of a quarter or postage stamp, so we don't need that much collimation. So I would again have my patient hold their breath, and I would take that image. The last one I need to do for the sacrum coccyx is the lateral. It used to be that you had to do 2 separate laterals, one for the sacrum, one for the coccyx. Now with the digital world, we can usually include them both in one image. So I'm going to have my patient roll onto their left side. I'm going to use a 10 by 12 lengthwise. Both feet and hips right on top of each other. I want to make sure that my patient is truly lateral. Go ahead and scoot forward for me a little bit on the table. There you go. I'm going to roll you back just a little. So what I want to do is find the as-is, which can be a little bit hard to palpate in this lateral position. But usually if you find where the leg starts to bend, that's about the area of the as-is. And then you just want to go 3 to 4 inches directly back from the as-is. So you're going to be a little bit posterior to mid-coronal plane, because when the sacrum comes down, it curves back just a little bit. And then I would put my left marker on the anterior side there. And again, I would have my patient suspend respiration, hold nice and still, and I would take that image. And that's it for sacrum coccyx.